Hey everybody, it's me, Superpaulgames, and welcome back to Grand Tactician: The Civil War as we play the Union campaign. Last time, a Confederate army, I believe under Magruder, I'm not positive, it might have been Johnson, but I think it was Magruder, tried to infiltrate Ohio, but was roundly thrashed by General Grant. In that battle, if you saw it, near the end of the battle, our right wing faltered and ran away. It didn't really matter because we basically had the Confederates on the ropes at that time, and we defeated them anyway, but it made me rather unhappy. And so after the battle, I decided I'm going to go back and look and see who those brigade commanders are and get rid of them. As I did, I looked at Grant's army and a bunch of the other armies, and I really noticed that we had a lot of brigade commanders that were either bad fits for their position, like they weren't cavalry commanders. This gentleman's a cavalry commander. This gentleman's an artillery commander. We had a lot that weren't specialized in the job they had, and a lot just who had bad stats. So I spent about an hour going through the army, replacing anywhere from a third to half of all the brigade commanders, or moving them elsewhere. So if you see a few new faces, that's why. Army commanders are the same. I haven't changed them, and most division commanders are the same. Grant's are all the same. Duval, Sheridan, and Lyon. For his great victory, though, we're going to give Grant a promotion. We're going to make him a major general. I don't know if that makes him the highest ranked officer in our military. He should be ahead of Edwin then. Whatever. Another thing that's going on, since we're doing some quick bookkeeping here, if you look at trade warfare, we're denying them like $89 million a year, the Confederates, that is. And that's because of our wonderful blockade. So let's go in and look at our blockade ships. We obviously have 4. We have one here near Hampton Roads in Virginia. We have one down here near Charleston and Savannah. And then we obviously have the one near New Orleans. Now, all of them have been doing this enough and upgrading, so much so that they've gotten a perk. And for the perk, I've picked Blockading Squadron for them all. Their blockading efficiency will go up by 10%. And as they continue to blockade, they'll continue to get better at blockading. Speaking of blockading, wait, this is not blockading. We do have a fort here we're about to lose in Florida. Not much we can do about that. We also have an annoying blockade where the Confederates have run some gunboats, I assume it's a flotilla or something, up the Mississippi, somewhere around here. Somebody has probably mentioned it in the comments. I didn't think about it until a little while ago. They seem to be blockading Cairo down here in Illinois, St. Louis up here in Missouri, and then I think there's a third place, Quincy? I don't know where the hell that is. And so we sent our Western Army Harney to St. Louis. In a previous episode, couldn't find him. We sent him down to Illinois, we couldn't find him. Odds are the fleet is somewhere around here. So what I think I'm going to do is have, if I can find him, Army of the West, Harney. I think I'm going to have him move to Cairo and build a fort right on the river. So that way if that fleet tries to come back down this way, they'll have to deal with the fort. So we'll send them over here. The reason we don't send ships up there, and I would love to, is if we did that, they'd have to go through these 2 forts here by New Orleans. There's at least going to be a fort by Vicksburg. It'd be rather difficult for us to get a fleet up this way, so hopefully we build a fort there. We deal with those guys once and for all. That's what I hope works out. If we look at projects too, we're saving up. What I want to save up for next probably will be repeaters. But that's a long ways to go, so we can get some Henry and Spencers. I want to get some weapons that are more rapid fire that we can either give the cavalry or hopefully eventually the infantry. So I think I can start time up. I think I've done everything I wanted to. You can still see the results here. You'll be able to watch Hampton's division. I could have sworn it was Magruder. Whatever. Union armies on the move. Lincoln unwavering. Union invades the South. Where's that? Oh, did we take Alexandria finally? I'm in the wrong place. Oh, we must have finally taken Alexandria. Sumner's army did. Major Union victory. Confederates lose morale. Union preparing to press on. Davis calls an emergency meeting. Southerners losing heart. How big is this army here? Their Army of the Potomac is 27,000 strong. Oh man, if they move this army over here, we may have an issue. Our Army of the Potomac is 34,000 strong. If they can get that army here too, they'll outnumber us 2-1. Come on, Custer, get your troops over there. Unfortunately, I can't send Andrews in here because he's in the orange, readiness-wise. But if I could get him to Washington in time, he might be able to show up as a reinforcement. As long as he gets in the reinforcement area. Come on, hurry up. Army of the Pennsylvania, if you don't get there in time, Andrews, I'm going to take your command from you. They are definitely moving on our Army of the Potomac. Looks like Custer. He's crossed the river, so he's going to be there for pretty quick support. Come on, dude. Use the trains, whatever. Luckily, it's nighttime right now. Hopefully, these orders get to these guys before morning. If we can get Andrews within this big blue range, like if we can get him at least this far, then he should hopefully be able to show up as reinforcements. And the Army of Potomac and Custer will just have to hold on long enough. Oh, speaking of Custer, where's his army? I'm on his army. Dirt. I put Buford in charge of one of the brigades. If you're familiar with Gettysburg and the battle that happened there, you'll be familiar with him. Uh-oh. They're coming by train. They're going to be here very soon. Get your ass going, Andrews. Andrews, what is your damn initiative level? It's 2. For our army, that's pretty good. Most of our commanders are not very good at initiative. They don't want to go fight. Andrews, get your ass going. Uh-oh. We might be seriously outnumbered here. What do you... Summoners, all your army there? That battery is going to take 21 days to get there. Those other units aren't going to be there. He does have 31,000 troops. He's going to be outnumbered almost 2 to 1. Not quite, though, because Custer is here. Andrews, are... Andrews was like, I like to sleep in the morning. I don't like to fight too early. It messes with my tummy. You must understand. I take my time when I go to war. Understand if you don't get your ass over here, we might all get killed, bro. There we go. His army's finally on the train. Wait, who the fuck? What's this army? Another 23,000 man army? Alright, that's a lot of troops the Confederates have over here. Oh, man. None of our other armies are ready to move, though. We've got to get this readiness in at least the yellow, ideally the green, to go on the offensive in enemy territory. So none of our other armies can take advantage of this. The other thing is, the Army of the Northwest here, they are laying siege to our garrison here for Fort Washington. Come on, Army of Pennsylvania, get here in time before they can march on the Army of the Potomac. In fact, we might be able to send the Army of the Pennsylvania this way to try and drive these 23,000 men out. Is it worth bringing Grant over here? I kind of want to have them protecting this area. Sherman is moving towards Louisville right now. Very tiny army, but at least getting somebody stationed there just in case. You know what? In fact, what's your name? Andrews? Get over here. You're gonna relieve the fort there. Your job is to drive these guys away if you can. He's got a pretty sizable army. Wrong army. The Army of the Pennsylvania. He's got 31,000 men. Luckily for us, these guys are all divided. Oh, and we can see the other battle. There's a 30% chance we win at Fort Pickens. That's the one in Florida we're going to lose. Right now we got a 50% chance of winning at Fort Washington. That will change once the Army of Pennsylvania gets there. We should have the upper hand. The Army of Pennsylvania has joined this siege, which should very shortly give us a much better chance, hopefully, of winning this siege. I'll just tell them to auto-resolve. They don't need me to do this. It might mean the Army of Pennsylvania is not available, though, if these two guys attack. Harney, how are you coming along? Alright, you making your trip to Cairo? We'll have you build a fort. Where's Custer? Or not Custer. Sherman's headed towards Louisville. And then Grant should be on Ohio. Hopefully he will soon get that army ready to go and invade and liberate West Virginia. We're getting notifications so you can see that there are people dying in this basically siege that's going on. You get this little cool update that'll come up and tell you what's happening. And then you can see down here, like, there's units that are engaged. I could have manually took charge of it, but we're just going to let them to continue to do the siege. I would think the odds would be going towards our favor. Yeah, we have a 51% chance now of winning this. You know, come to think of it, maybe I should move. We have our own little flotilla here. I think I'm going to move them closer to this little ferry area. I don't know if... I honestly don't know if they would bombard the army if they came through, because the Army of the Northwest, the Confederate Army of the Northwest, must have marched along this road and taken the ferry or whatever across here. At least that's the most likely way they came up and attacked Fort Washington. So hopefully having our little flotilla here. Disaster at Fort Pickens! That's the one we have in Florida. Vodja surrenders. Support for the federal cause wavers. Yeah, we lost that. There wasn't really a way to defend it effectively that far down in Florida. Oh, I probably ought to show what everything means. So, this first number is how many infantry are fielded. The second number is how many cavalry are fielded. The last, or the third number, is how many artillery. And then the last are how many people have died, or, well, casualties in general. So that can kind of give you a quick heads up, besides the little line here that shows you we're winning, about how you're doing. Luckily, we have more artillery than them, and our garrison's defending the fort with the support of the Army of Pennsylvania. I honestly don't know why the Army of the Potomac, the Confederate Army of the Potomac, doesn't attack our Army of the Potomac. I don't know if they're worried about the numbers. I don't know. Oh, I don't know what local supply. They should be able to. What's this? Mobile Bay Squadron. The Confederate Mobile Bay Squadron 2 is disintegrated. The sailors have scuttled their ships. The fleet ceased to exist after as an effective fighting force. I tripped over everything. Yeah, I don't know why these guys don't come up and attack. It's the middle of the night right now, so they can't. But why they don't come morning? I don't know if it's they want to stay away because we have all these armies together, or because these guys are engaged. That I don't know. Well, everybody's sleeping. Let's go peep in on General Grant, sleeping all soundly. Harney, how close are you? Still got a little ways to go before he gets to Cairo. Sherman, when's the rest of your army get there? His army is going to be a little undersized. 8 days, 10, 16 days, 2, 21, 31, 16, 12. So he's still got a month before he gets everybody there. How goes the siege? The siege is really going in our favor right now. In fact, Anderson's army is about to get one more, or its first perk. I'm almost tempted to pick a siege perk, but I'll probably pick the flying column one. The flying column is really good because it makes your units go better and they can carry more supply. And he's got one. So let's give him the French flying column. Ooh la la. And for some reason, the Army of the Shenandoah and the Army of the Potomac stay here. Let's see. One army has 27,000 men. And the Second Confederate Army has 31, so they have like 58,000 there. Technically, if you add Custer's army, our Army of the Potomac, and our Army of the Pennsylvania together, it does outnumber that. King Cotton II policy enacted. The Confederacy funding agriculture. High demand for cotton in Europe. Cotton used as a trade weapon. That's going to make it easier for them to try and convince the English to help them out. I believe British... Oh, what the fuck? Intervention's about to go up. Here comes another army. How big is this one? 11,000? Oh, the flotilla is doing something! Our flotilla was shooting at them. In fact, can we bring it upriver further? Oh, I don't think it can go past here. Oh, this is... Is there another army coming up? No more. That's, a lot of troops. Let's try and drive this army back. Hopefully we can break this army, send them back, and then the flotilla will hopefully shoot at it as it has to retreat. How close are we to winning this? Oh, we still got a little ways to go. Man, I wish Grant's army was ready to go in. This is a perfect opportunity to invade Western Virginia and free it. Oh, the other cool thing is these are special objectives you can accomplish that will give you like more morale or hurt the other country's morale. Like we've won 5 consecutive naval battles. We have that going for us. We've won a major battle. We've won in Confederate territory. I'm guessing that means that Grant's battle they counted as a major battle. Oh dear, we seem to have a problem. The South... I think that's the South Carolina militia? It's not base of supply. They've joined the siege. Now they have more troops here than we do. Can we get Grant over there? How long would it take Grant to get there? I know that's a hell of a trip. How long would it take you to get over here, Grant? Use whatever means necessary. Because I don't dare move the Army of the Potomac here, or Custer, because they're blocking off the enemy Army of the Potomac, mirror armies, and their Army of the Shenandoah. So we gotta get Grant over here, or some other army, and Grant's the only other army that's it's not even super close. But hopefully this isn't bad pathfinding right here. Ideally, they would use the rails to go across. Can we use the rail through enemy territory? It seems a little weird, but if they're okay, just go quickly. Everybody put your heads down by the train windows in case somebody tries to look in. No, you're gonna march through? Because it's gonna be a lot slower if they have to march through. Alright, Grant, go, 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 go. We've got to get you there in time to back up the army of the Pennsylvania. Or the Army of Pennsylvania. Man, look at them go. It's because I've sped it up a little bit. Come on, Sonic across there, bro. Okay, they got another artillery unit that'll be there momentarily. Wait, Magruder's withdrawing? Where's Magruder? Oh, Magruder must be there. We're inadvertently driving him out of his own territory. See, we couldn't go offensively through here, but we can, I guess, just travel through here? Burning down... Wait, Grant, are you burning down some of their stuff? That's the army there, the Hampton Division. So it was Magruder's army earlier that Grant beat... I think it was last episode. He's slowed down by muddy roads. Go, go, go. Grant, we gotta get you out of here. And we gotta go help the Army of the Pennsylvania. I keep saying the Pennsylvania, because half of these are the Potomac, the Ohio, the West. Oh, there you go. You can see him on the edge right there. Come on, Grant. We need you to join the siege. I think this army here has 10,000 men. Yeah, and Grant should have about 30,000 men. If so, that should give us a big advantage in the siege. And we might actually have more localized troops here. You'll be able to tell he joined the siege when he gets this little, like, it's not even a wagon wheel. Little wheel type thing down there. And that's how you can tell it's the Army of the Pennsylvania here, the South Carolina State Militia on the Confederacy, and the Army of the Northwest. And Grant's now joined it too. So they have 31,000 people as a part of the siege. We have 50,000. And then our Army of the Potomac and Custer are trying to hold off their Army of the Potomac and the Shenandoah, which does outnumber this army, but I don't think significantly. It does actually. I think it's like 10,000, but it could be worse. That means Sherman, with your little army here that's only got like 5,000 men, you have to defend basically everything from Louisville to, I don't know, somewhere around here? Cumberland? I don't think the Hampton Division is going to go on the offensive anytime soon, because they got whooped pretty good by Grant earlier. Grant to the rescue here. Running around like he's Patton. I would think the odds of us winning the siege are pretty good now. 56% chance. That was going to be close. If we didn't get reinforcements in here, they were going to win the siege, and then Washington, the road to Washington was wide open. Because our army, both these armies have kind of pinned each other down. Oh, and they're starting to get more casualties than us. Hopefully they don't have another army they can pull out of their butt, though, and bring over here. Where's Magruder's army? Apparently, the Hampton Division is Magruder's army. He's hiding in the hills of Appalachia. Oh, and there's an army of Northern Virginia there. Too many damn armies. How you doing, Sherman? Oh, his army's getting better. He has the smallest, well, the second smallest of our armies, though. Smallest army being the Army of the West, Harney's. And he's coming along pretty well on that fort. I like the little knight thing there with the Z's. That's a nice touch for the artist. Whatever artist put that in there, I like that. Oh, it's nighttime. I'm so tuckered out from murdering. Oh, me too, man. I'm looking forward to murdering tomorrow, but man, I need my Z's. All right, let's give you Flying Wing or Flying Column. That way, Grant can move faster and carry more supplies. Army of Pennsylvania is getting ready for a third perk. Have any Confederate armies we need to worry about here? Hopefully not. How's that fort coming, Harney? Well, you're over halfway. Good, good, good. Because they're still blockading Cairo, St. Louis, and Quincy Port, wherever that is. They're not doing a lot of blockading. Their efficiency is only 2% across the board. But I would like their efficiency to be 0. Get the hell away from my cities. Come on, Grant. Coming to save the day. For whoever... I never remember this guy's name. Timothy Andrews. He's like, I've been a commander for the whole war. Alright, Tim Andrews. I'll call you Tim Tam, the general man. He's like, oh, you remember my name? Who are you? Who are you? Oh. Cotton trade slows down. Demand in Europe increases. Record high prices. Europeans demand a cessation of hostilities. The Confederacy purposely slows down trade to England. Uh-oh. So they're purposely being like, oh, I don't have so much cotton. Better get involved in my war so you can get cotton to run your textile mills. Speaking of which, how are our policies doing? We should be pretty close on the Military Act one. Yeah, 2.3 more days. And then we can pick another one. Are these armies getting trained any better? The training is poor. What about your guys, Custard? Still on train? He's like, my name's not Custard. You don't put me in an eclair. I might. Nobody would expect that. General Custer coming out of an eclair. Surprise attack. We've definitely got the upper hand, though. They're taking bigger losses. This number's going here. We're about to break 2 of their armies. Oh, here comes a third. Wait, that's the Hampton Division. That's the army Grant fought in the Midwest when they invaded Ohio. Are they coming up here to reinforce this? They want some more Grant action? Come get some, bitch. They might be too late, though. I hope they're too late, because otherwise we got to get Sherman to go halfway across the country. Flying Flotilla. Damage these guys. Slow them down. Ooh. What's this? A weapon order of 75 pieces of 12-pound howitzer has been accomplished. They've been added to our war depots. Okay. We don't really need those right now, but that's back from when I had it on auto order weapons. Well, I guess that's going to be it for this episode. We're trying to win the siege before the Hampton Division comes up to try and reinforce them. The Flying Flotilla will probably damage them some, but they'll probably still get across there. I'll see you next time.